People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can't get.
Okay, Coach, well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Let's go now. 56. Coming. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, wait. Watch the ship. Deuce.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 56. All day, baby. All day. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing slip.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Bang. Bang. Rest.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the screen, complete to Spiller. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They run with Spiller. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they try the right side here. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Spiller. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after here coming up. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Check 24, check
6-6, pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Pilot, 64, reach.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Check 9.
Yo, go.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, dude.
I got you. I got you.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You draw quarter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, exit. Hey, right 52. Yep. 52. Bring it. Bring it. 52's the mark, boys. 52. 5.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Titans 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now Spiller. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Here's Taylor. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done. Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield. McCaffrey. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not much happening there on first down. I thought there might have been a hole for a split second. Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, G.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. Kill. Get it.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch number 5.
Back to throw here. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for the deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Check out.
X3. 218. Chopper. No. 6 guys.
On third down, Taylor. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Under 10. 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
Hey, orbit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Hey, echo.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
35 to Mike. Mike 35. Mike 35. Hey, watch the slant.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. It's coming this way, coming this way. Smooth. Here we go. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Second and 13. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yes, yes. Exit, exit. 35's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And the kick by Rosas is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56, right there, 56. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. 56.
Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Mike's 4-2, Mike.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Check 26, check 26.
Greystone, travel.
Get one.
Snap.
Another run, this time McCaffrey.
Go, go. Let's run, let's run, let's run.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Good. 5, 6, pull it high.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. We're back now in KC. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, dude.
Mike 35. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, watch the out, watch the out. Mike 35.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
29 is Mike 29. We got
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
10 logos. Bravo.
It's It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the pass.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. The Titans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Mike 29.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. Here we go. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Hey.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is Spiller. He'll have a first down past the 40. And the cutback to the sideline. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the zone. Mike, 56.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Scrap, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me
right back to him on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give to Spiller. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the set. X3, 218, chopper. Get it ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Go, go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 35, Mike 35. I got one, I got one. 35's the Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get him, get him, get him. Kill.
You're out.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
5.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yep.
Play. Mike,
Go.
Mike 35. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey, go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Is it